Hi guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time is approaching towards 4 a.m. here, and I'm doing a few videos. Today I'm going to do one less than usual. Usually do three in one go, but today I want to review individual fragrance, like initial impression on, as you can see from the title, so Jean Paul. So this is going to be initial impression on Le Beau Paradise Garden. Obviously not a brand new release, it has been out for a while, but I've been waiting for this fragrance, the prices, something to go down for a while, but this has been very expensive, $150, so I didn't want to buy that, especially times are tight and stuff. But recently I got a 75 mil from one of our pages, UK shopping from BD USB, and they offered great pricing for this, so I felt like, instead of buying a big bottle, small bottle is more reasonable in a way. Like you spend much less than a big bottle, okay, and you can actually use the perfume. So I'll show you what I so far like about it and what I think of it, and I'll talk about a few things about Jean Paul as well. So as as you guys know, I have a little bit of a, the not flu, it's just a seasonal, there's a virus going around in our country, so we have a little bit of a cold situation sometimes. Apart from that, it's great, life is good, very warm day in daytime, nighttime a little breeze. So let's get into this. This is a very beautiful packaging, first of all, okay. These are very expensive, okay. I saw 125 mil was $150. This one's I think is around 75. So I think 75 mil goes for what, $75, around like that, okay. So basically not much of difference, but if you buy a smaller bottle, maybe better pricing, okay. This thing is a I think, sorry, um I'm a little bit disturbed today, like I'm not cannot focus much, but I have to finish my work. So if you know Jean Paul Original Le Beau, I bought this long time back. Really liked it, kind of a coconutty, tropical kind of sweet fragrance, fresh sweet fragrance. And this is a flanker to that. And this is the third flanker. Second one was Le Beau Le Papa. Okay, this one, the darker bottle, the same leaf there. And this is not to be considered or mistaken from the line of Le Beau Le, no, Jean Paul. What are these called? Le Beau something. This is not the same. Le Beau is different line than this. So Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau. Hold on. See, I'm disturbed today. Yeah, sorry. When I pause, I remember this is called Le Beau Mal. Okay, so this is the old line. This is a fresher version, and there's a bad news about these fragrances. I do not like, because I'll tell you. Okay, so this one, there are two. One is La Belle Paradise Garden, and they have done something stupid as well from this house. I wanna emphasize that they release almost same, exact same two fragrances. By one is Paradise Garden, other one is something else. Okay, so exact for female, two different releases and the same perfume. Okay, so this is how that looks. For the men's one, I think there's only one. Very nice. The graphics are beautiful. Some of the Jean Paul, they do have homage on, let's say, the fresh version, like summer flankers. They made one of the Indian goddess and stuff. They look really, really nice. Okay, I give them credit. And this one, it opens up from bottom. Okay, the can system is their old system. This one is not so bad. Looks like that. Inside, it stays in there, so it doesn't rattle that much. It clicks somewhat. It's like, okay, the bottle is the exact same bottle, but the smaller one. I haven't bought that much of Jean Paul of smaller sizes. I have 125 mils and 200 ml. So these ones, the big ones, next to it, it looks like that. If you bought, like, if I bought a big bottle, it would be this size, okay? So double size, not double size, sorry. This 75 mil and that is 125. I don't know if they have a 200 ml. And someone said they should start making a cap because these things are very tacky and not looking good. The Lamal Le Parfum, they also have the same thing, but the Elixir one has a nice little ring. This one's, I think it's okay, but the bottle is very pretty, attractive looking juice color, neon green, minty. And this thing, thing I don't like is these things, they attach. This is not as nice as the previous one, which is a metallic sort of a thing, piece. It's like on the crotch. That looks nice, the leaf. This ones, they look cheap. Okay, to each his own, but I think this is a very cheap packaging, this part especially. I don't like this. Without this, it looks much better. And this has a torso. They changed this since Le Male Essence de Parfum. Before, the Le Male bottles used to be in this shape. If you see the structure, more flatter. And this one's like a Terminator. It has muscles and torso and whatnot. And I'm wearing this fragrance on my hand, on my shirt. It is there. Let me just show you the sprayer quickly. Sprayer is very good. Okay. Oh, no. This is not as good as the big bottles. It's okay. Not bad. Maybe 7.5 out of 10. So coming to this perfume, initial impression, smell, I'll come to a bit later, but performance, I have to emphasize on the performance. The only reason, it may sound a bit dumb, but I want to get this for the performance. First thing. Second thing, I want to get it because the description I heard, the smell, the tropical freshness, and it's like a very sweet, coconut heavy. You got the salt. It has tonka, perhaps. It has a little bit of I don't know, white florals and whatnot. I think, what are the notes in there? I forgot the notes. It's like those notes, coconut, green notes, watery notes, mint, ginger, or the fig note. Yeah. So I thought the fig and the coconut, when they mix together, creates this beautiful aroma. It has a sweetness and it has huge tonka bean dosage in this. Opens up with very strong tonka, and that tonka carries through until the end. It is a sweet, fresh perfume with an excellent, excellent performance. This and Le Beau Le Parfum, I'm thinking they're almost identical for performance, but this one maybe lasts a little bit more. So the performance, first thing. Second thing is the bottle, but this part I don't like. So I'm a big fan of Jean Paul Gaultier line, like Mark is. So that's why I got it, and the juice color, obviously. So I'm getting good performance when I wore it in the high heat. Very, like, nowadays we don't have any clouds. We have only UV rays, very sharp. You need cap, you need what do you call, like sunglasses and stuff. Otherwise you'll be like suffering. So in the high heat, even it performed like a beast. On the shirt and skin combined, it performed like easily, like 7-8 hours plus in the heat. So I'm thinking that is great. Like Versace Purum in these conditions lasts like 2 hours in our country. So you can see the performance is top notch. So coming to the smell, it did not disappoint, but it would disappoint some of you. Okay, if you haven't tried this or bought this or thinking to buy it, these are the pros and cons from initial impression. Performance wise, I know this is going to get even stronger over time, but pros: performance good, price point, not price point, the smell is nice, projects a lot, and then this fragrance has a nice bottle. Someone in our group commented this is one of the most attractive looking bottles. Definitely, the tin can is great. But this one also will be all compliment garner. If you're wearing this as a youth, like youngsters wearing this, they're going to get a lot of compliments like they get from Invictus flankers, Acroban Phantom flankers, or even Eros flankers. But this is striking similarity to this one, Scandal line, in the opening, because this one opens up also with a lot of tonka. So this and that, if you like that, you're gonna easily blind by this, no problem. But this thing gets fresh after 1 hour, and this is the funny part. It has been very sweet in the opening burst is very sweet. The green notes, the mint, it reminds me of Azaro wild mint. If that one mixed with Le Beau, this is what you get. And the coconut comes up, and it's like that little bit of a freshness from that salt accord. But this is mostly sweet. And if you don't like sweet, here's the con. The cons are, this is very loud. If you don't like loud perfumes, this is gonna get you headache. This is very youthful, so sometimes you might think this is juvenile. Okay, and this is not brand new. This has been done before. Fourth thing I can think of is this fragrance's price point is so expensive. It's not worth it at that price point. I bought this because I love this line. I love this house. And I give you a very serious con of this house, not just this perfume. You see this bottle of mine? I have significant amount of juice left. Okay, and this has gone bad within maybe the release year I bought it, maybe 2 years or so or less. This has gone bad. Many of my Jean Paul here, Le Beau Mal. Check out my bottle. How much is this? It's full. This has gone bad. So over the years, usually they have this generic number on Jean Paul, like any fragrance, like 4 or 5 years. And I think you must use this within 2 to 3 years. Otherwise, the fragrances go bad very fast. This house, especially, I noticed many of my fragrances have gone bad, and it's not even funny. These are expensive and they have that shelf life issue. So I'm not saying it goes bad in everybody, but I have seen in the air, in the navy, and then some of the other ones also have gone bad in the, at least the top note, even ultra male. So this one, maybe Versace, some of the Versace, some of the Dolce & Gabbana, and yeah, Dolce & Gabbana also gone bad. I had what fragrance? I had a very good fragrance, that one, like 212 Carolina Herrera, they also go bad. So these are, sometimes you keep it in mind. It's just saying it. I'm not saying it as any, I have hard feelings against any brands. I am neutral. Okay, I buy fragrance and I review them, and I am consumer, I'm user. So those who promote this, they don't say these things, and these are fair warnings. Okay, I have gone. Oh, one other thing, one of my fresh, either Superman or Popeye, I had about this much juice left, also gone bad. So they do have a shelf life issue. After the shelf life is finished, within 3 years if you don't use, or 2 years, and if your bottle is so much, like, even check this out. This is old fragrance, I understand, but it's full. Why would it go bad unless it has, quality issue? So yeah, I want to raise it a little bit. So far with this, no problem, right? So original Le Beau, gone bad. This much juice, useless. I just use it as a room air freshener. So yeah, you'd like this a lot if you like a good performer. If you like sweet fragrances, tropical fresh, being in Hawaii, or like if you go to holiday and stuff, spending time with your family and all, this will bring back good memories. Very easy to use. David of Cool Water Intense come to mind with that uh, coconut note. So yes, similar to these, fresh, sweet, tropical, simple. But for the simplicity, they're asking for so much money because it's a brand. Okay, this is why I do not recommend you to buy this at this price point. If you're going to buy this, it will maybe it discounters get it for 65 bucks for not 65, let's say $75 for 125 mil. That is a price. $150 for this is way overpriced, way overpriced. I cannot say recommend blind buying. If you see it in a mall, if you don't have an issue with paying the price, I know many people said I paid a lot of money on Fragrantica fair and square. They said I paid a lot of money and I'm happy with it because it performs. So I don't, I don't have any issue because I spend a lot of money on my perfumes. I buy niche. So if you have no issue with that, this is not going to be an issue. But if you have a small bottle like this all by yourself, you can enjoy this, no issue. But better value is if you can find a 200 ml if they have any, that would be the best value. Okay. So overall, strong fragrance. Overall, this fragrance is very pleasant. I have no issue with the perfume. The smell or performance is great. Just the price point and the shelf life issue I talked about. Serious issue is Jean Paul Gaultier with the quality control. I think they have to fix this at some point because imagine I paid like 65 to $75 from a discounter. I bought this from, obviously it's now discontinued or something, Le Beau Mal, and I had in the Navy. I could not finish the bottle. I could not use it. So this doesn't happen with many other houses like Salvatore, Armani's. I have even Calvin Klein, Davidoff. They don't go bad. Paco Rabanne don't go bad. Jean Paul, Carolina Herrera, Dolce & Gabbana, these houses sometimes have that issue. So keep that in mind and use the fragrance as quickly as possible. So overall, Paradise Garden, it was worth the wait, but I would say if you already have this one, it's also very good. If you have the original, this is just like a little bit, tad bit more upgrade on these, and it's true flanker, no issue. But if you're not a person that you want to have redundancy, you don't want to have everything from a line, this one is not must have. Okay, this is for people who are a collector, who love Jean Paul. They love the way this smells, and they just want one fragrance that performs really crazy. This is for you. For the smell and the quality, the performance and everything, this is like a 9 out of 10 for me. Okay, but when you think of the pricing and that issue, I think this will be not a blind buy worthy. It will come down to something like 7.5 as overall value, right? So wait for the prices to go down. It's a good fragrance. It's not a bad fragrance. It's a nice perfume, but not worth the price point. Thank you so much for watching. 7.5 for Paradise Garden. Thank you so much. Take care. Oh, Quentin Bish's creation, by the way. It has a signature, definitely. Take care. Let's do a list, then we'll finish it. Bye-bye.